Tell us, Claire, though, how are you feeling about your money now compared to how you were feeling before?
Now I feel confident. I feel confident knowing that we're on the path. And I think each year when we do the projection, I'm surprised at where we are. It's always further along than I thought we are, where we are. So it's very optimistic. Makes me feel very optimistic. Whereas before I was just in the fog, had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah, I think it's partly that, for like high achievers, that you're always wanting more. You're always wanting to, and we keep our eye. And for business owners as well, in particular, that you think about your business and the milestones that happen in your business, that you hit one and you don't think about, oh yeah, that was really awesome. Or you might for like a fleeting second, but then you're thinking, now I want to get to here. Now I want to hit this target or this growth or this other thing. And sometimes you just stop and look at what's happened, and it gives you more motivation to keep going, because otherwise you feel like you're just never getting to a good place or where you want to be. But Claire, before people start on this process, they often don't know what financial advice is, or what to expect. What surprised you about the financial advice process?
It was very detailed. We would dive really deep into where we are now, our goals, where we want to be. It really forced me to think about the future, things that I don't usually think about or have always been too scared to think about. But having that kind of critical thinking about where we want to be, it gives more clarity and helped us both to build the path to where we want to be. So it's definitely a very deep dive. It's not just, hey, buy some shares and buy some property and you'll be right. It's a deep dive into what we want and then plan out how we're going to get there.
And I think for the people sort of following along, that there is a bunch of different types of financial advice, and it's hard to know. 20,000 financial advisors in Australia, they all do things their own way. Some of them will just do insurance, some just do share investments, some will just do focus on property, and some do a range. What we do is this really thorough, modeling and scenario planning that you're saying, and some of those other things have their place. But I think that where you can go wrong is if you're expecting, or looking for, or could benefit from something like what you just mentioned, where you're doing this super thorough deep dive into everything, mapping out basically the next 20 years for you. And then you go to someone that only sells life insurance, that you're not going to get, you might have a good conversation and you might end up with life insurance. And I think life insurance is really important, but you want to ask the questions to know that you're going to get the right outcomes and know what you're looking for before you start seeking advice, so that you're not disappointed by the process.
Definitely a more holistic view, because we talk about the super, insurance, business, everything. So it's not just personal finances, it's how to leverage every aspect of our insurance and finances and super.